Detection of vegetations on prosthetic material within the heart is often difficult as these structures may cause acoustic shadowing and reverberation artifacts. Which modality is most useful in diagnosis of implantable device endocarditis? A. Transesophageal echocardiography. B. Transthoracic echocardiography. C. Color Doppler echocardiography. D. Intracardiac echo. Correct answer D. Intracardiac echo. Intracardiac echo uses transducer frequencies in the range of 5.5 to 10 MHz, and the probe is usually a 10F device which can be introduced into the right-sided cardiac chambers through the femoral vein and inferior vena cava. Which of these newer imaging modalities for evaluation of coronary atherosclerosis is available in clinical centers other than as research tools? A. OCT, optical coherence tomography. B. NIRS, near infrared spectroscopic imaging. C. Intravascular magnetic resonance spectroscopy. D. NIRF, near infrared fluorescence imaging. Correct answer OCT, optical coherence tomography. Of these, OCT is available for use in many centers across the globe, while most of the other modalities are still available only as research tools. Each modality can have its own advantages. If IOS can image beyond lipid-rich plaques, OCT can penetrate calcified plaques. Color assigned by near-infrared spectroscopic imaging for a high probability lipid-rich core of the plaque is A. Red, B. Yellow, C. Blue, D. Green. Correct answer B. Yellow. Red pixels indicate no lipid and yellow pixels indicate more than 60%, while black indicates lack of enough data. NIRS derived lipid core burden index score is calculated by multiplying the fraction of valid yellow pixels by 1000. Incorrect statement regarding bioprosthetic valves. A. Higher risk of stroke. B. Lower risk of bleeding. C. Higher chance of reoperation. D. Faster degeneration in younger individuals. Correct answer A. Higher risk of stroke. The risk of stroke is lower with bioprosthetic valves. Faster degeneration in younger individuals is due to the higher hemodynamic load due to the more hyperdynamic circulatory state. Which statement about radiation associated heart disease is not true? A. Risk is higher in those who received chemotherapy with agents like anthracyclines in addition to radiation. B. Less common in survivors of breast cancer and Hodgkin's disease. C. Could involve all the three layers of the heart with pericarditis, myocardial fibrosis or dysfunction, and valvular damage. D. Can cause coexistence of restrictive heart disease with constrictive pericarditis. Correct answer B. Less common in survivors of breast cancer and Hodgkin's disease. Radiation associated heart disease is more noted in survivors of breast cancer and Hodgkin's disease who had undergone radiotherapy with incidental radiation to the heart. Delta troponin used in early diagnosis of myocardial infarction is A. Delta fragment of troponin I molecule. B. Delta fragment of troponin T molecule. C. New highly sensitive method of estimating troponin I. D. Difference between troponin levels at presentation and after a short period of about 2 hours. Correct answer D. Difference between troponin levels at presentation and after a short period of about 2 hours. Delta CPK-MB and delta troponin have been endorsed for early diagnosis of myocardial infarction in the 2012 ACC-AHA recommendations for unstable angina known as T-elevation myocardial infarction. Delta CPK-MB and delta troponin are not new tests, but the difference in values between serial tests. For example, 2H delta CPK-MB would mean the difference between the value taken at presentation in the emergency department and a repeat value obtained after 2 hours. Serial rise in CPK-MB or cardiac troponin values over a 2-hour period has more diagnostic value than a single test and can indicate myocardial infarction even before the levels have risen above the standard cutoff values for the diagnosis of myocardial infarction by a single test. Each facility has to establish a fast method of getting these tests done so that the difference in serial values can be calculated. The optimal time for reporting a test should be around 1 hour so as to be clinically useful. Point of care testing of biomarkers in the emergency department have been evaluated in some centers to expedite early diagnosis but tends to be more costly than regular estimations in the central laboratory. Moreover, point of care testing is either qualitative or at the most semi-quantitative and hence of limited value. Predictors of recurrent mitral regurgitation after valve repair include all of the following except A. Longer duration of cardiopulmonary bypass time, B. Isolated prolapse of anterior mitral leaflet, C. Severe myxomatous degeneration of the valve, D. Mitral annuloplasty. Correct answer D. Mitral annuloplasty. Predictors of recurrent mitral regurgitation were age, isolated prolapse of anterior mitral leaflet, and the severity of myxomatous degeneration in the mitral valve. Longer duration of cardiopulmonary bypass time was also associated with higher risk of recurrent mitral regurgitation. The chance of recurrent mitral regurgitation was reduced by mitral annuloplasty. Drug useful in management of dilutional hyponatremia. A. Tolvaptan, B. Enalapril, C. Omapatrilat, D. Ambrisentan. Correct answer A. Tolvaptan. Tolvaptan is a vasopressin antagonist useful in the management of dilutional hyponatremia. It should not be used in hypovolemic hyponatremia. It is orally active and a selective V2 antagonist. Tolvaptan is an aquaretic causing free water excretion without loss of electrolytes. Approximately what percentage of mural thrombi in myocardial infarction embolize? A. 10%, B. 30%, C. 50%, D. 70%. Correct answer A. 10%. Thrombi in myocardial infarction are less likely to embolize than those in dilated cardiomyopathy. This is because thrombi in myocardial infarction usually lie in a kinetic or aneurysmal area, not directly into the high flow stream. For the same reason, chance for embolization increases if it is in the junction between an akinetic and hyperkinetic area. Increased mobility and protrusion into the ventricular chamber also increase the chance of embolization. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for future updates and click on the bell icon for all updates. Thank you.